Anyway,
No problem.
okay, now.
But I think generally the girls that follow me, they tend to like what I put out there and support the things that I say. So, and I think I'm very open and honest with it.
Yeah, I mean that's great. I mean, it's just like you said, it's just a situation where they kind of have to have that balance and all that as well. Hopefully they're getting the message in terms of that as well.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to think, what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you about. Hold on one second. What do you need? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was going to ask you about. Let me think here. What was it? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. But no, I was going to say about
It's okay.
just the girls and all that as well. Just to be the ability, like I said, to have the opportunity and the platform is there as well. I'm currently over in London. It's right down there. I think you're doing a fashion show, correct?
I am. Tomorrow I am doing a runway show for Simply Be. I will be in my lingerie. Fabulous. It's with Robin Lawley and some other fabulous plus-size models that do great things for the industry. And, all-inclusive, just wonderful company to support. They're in the US and in the UK. And they do a lot of stuff. They've been one of the frontiers for plus-size clothing. So I'm happy to be a part of their runway show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what's your favorite food to kind of cheat on, guilty pleasure?
Oh, my guilty pleasure is In-N-Out. Oh, don't tell anyone. Love a bit of In-N-Out, but I can't have it now I'm in the UK, so I have to wait.
Oh, trust me. I mean, that's something that a lot of people have been on the show have told me that if they come from out of the country, that they always have to get In-N-Out, and that's their kind of the go-to. So yeah, that's I can. You're not alone in that case as well. Are you going to be back in the United States anytime soon? Or are you going to be? What?
I'll be back in January. I live in LA, so I'll be back in January after I've done some work here and spent some time with my family at Christmas, because I don't get to see them that often. And then I will be back and I will be straight into In-N-Out to have a burger and some fries and a milkshake.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and it's great to be able to be there with the family and celebrate the holidays as well. I mean, it's great to be able to do that as well. So, any traditions that you guys usually do?
Pardon?
Was there any traditions that you guys usually do?
Traditions that we do. On Christmas Eve, I always go out with my friends. I was brought up in this little village, so me and my group of friends, even though we all live in different parts of the world, different parts of the country, or have all different jobs, we all come together and we go on a pub crawl, which is like all the different pubs in my area. We start off at one and we end up like all the way at the other side of the village in the pub. That's our tradition. Very British. Alcohol involved, obviously. Very British tradition on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and then are you sticking around there for New Year's then?
Pardon?
Are you sticking around there for New Year's?
I will be here for New Year's, just because I have to stay for work until January. So I kind of want to go into London and look at the fireworks there. Apparently, it's a really pretty show on New Year's.
Yeah, I mean, of course, New York has the big apple that goes down, and I think there's a big slipper in Florida, and then I think other people have kind of went the same direction. So it's kind of interesting, and then London has, of course, the fireworks. So that's kind of actually pretty cool. Anyway, and I know there's a big announcement that we're going to do. We'll kind of maybe we'll get you back in January once it's announced. I think it's a really cool project that you're working on. So we'll definitely talk to you come in January as well, and you'll be back in LA, so you'll be on a different time zone. So you'll be in actual nice time zone. You'll be in the same time zone as I am, so that'll be great as well. Anything else you want to promote or add?
No, I think I've said everything I want to say. So thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I'm just streaming of in and out.
Yeah, and are you on Instagram and Twitter?
Pardon?
Are you on Instagram and Twitter?
Yes, I am. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, it is Ayesha P.I. You can follow all of the things that I'm doing here in London and when I get back to the U.S. And yeah, I hope to see you guys on there.
Yeah, Ayesha, I definitely want to get you back on in January to talk about this new project because, like I said, it's really good and I'll be in a better location at the moment. So, thanks a lot, Ayesha, for being on the show, and we'll talk to you in the new year.
Yes, have a great holidays, Thanksgiving, New Year's, and I will speak to you next year.
Okay, you too. Thanks a lot, Ayesha.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That was Ayesha, everybody. Perry-Iqbal. You can follow her on Twitter and Instagram. Please just check her out. We'll have her back on when I'm in a little bit of a better location as well. I'm going to tell you guys now that we'll be back next week. Will actually be Sunday next week. We're changing the podcast up because of certain things that are going on. That's the reason why I'm in a noisy place at the moment. You guys can check us out on Twitter at SWIV, and Somewhere in Vegas on Facebook. You guys can check out everything from there as well. You guys can check us out on Spreaker Radio right now. We should be on iHeartRadio in the next week. And all your podcasting locations, as it were. So with that in mind, thank you guys, all you guys for joining us, and we'll talk to you guys next Sunday. And I will know all the guests, so you guys definitely check that out. Thank you guys. Talk to you later.
Hello, I'm Friday. Sorry I took so long to get here. I know you've been working hard all week, but now that I'm here, you can finally enjoy a 6-inch tuna sandwich for just $3.79 at Subway restaurants. It's the sub of the day, and it's a different 6-inch sub each day for $3.79. So enjoy your casual wear at work today. Friday has arrived. Subway, make it what you want. At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras, plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.